What is going on, everybody? This computer sucks. I can't wait to get my Ethernet cable back. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Friday. This is also not Fan Friday. Talked a little bit about training camp earlier today. Got highlights, presser notes, practice notes, everything your heart could desire. So hopefully you got to check that out. Fan Friday will be later tonight, live taking all of your questions and comments. But right now, we've got some Eagles news that I've been keeping you up to date with. And I told you a couple of weeks ago when, you guys kept asking about the open roster spot. I believe they were holding it for Josh Sills. When I said, a lot of people, F you. Look, man, if anybody did the stuff that they were saying he did, he can kick rocks, blow me, I do. Ho, no, thank you. But you guys know I have a source that works with these offensive linemen. And, well, they told me right off the bat that this was complete bullshit. So I'm no judge. I'm no jury. I could not tell you, though, that that was the case because, well, I mean, I did tell you that that's what was being said, but I don't know. I don't have all of, those things in front of me. I'm not the one making this decision. But the United States government and the judge that was appointed, they have decided that he has been acquitted of all charges. So not guilty on the kidnapping and that R word, that's a no-go. So, yeah, if he would have done that, anybody done that, yeah, you can kiss my ass. No, thank you. People ask me about a race all the time. Nope. Don't like rapists. Don't like pedophiles. Don't like any of that. No. I actually think you should do a certain thing with those type of people, but I know people get offended about that. So, and I don't want anybody trolling me getting kicked off, but not a fan of those people. So I'm with you in the sense that, if this were the case, okay, you guys can hate him. But, man, the slander and the things that were being sent this dude's way, I feel pretty bad for him because, as I told you, last year, I think it's not true. So whether it's a money grab, whatever it was, I don't know. But I do know that he's been found not guilty. So you can see here, Josh Tolentino was able to update us with this, but breaking, Josh Sills is found not guilty of both counts of rape and kidnapping. And you can see that Tolentino says here that Sills is found not guilty of all charges, acquitted by the Ohio jury, ruled innocent. In closing statement, Sills thanks his family and tells the courtroom, I've done nothing wrong. Sills is currently on the NFL commissioner exemplis. But they talked to his lawyer afterward. And as messed up as it is, messing up this kid's life. He missed out on being at a Super Bowl. That's some pretty tough stuff, man. That sucks. But don't worry. You'll be back on the roster this year. Hopefully you can find your spot, and you'll be back in the Super Bowl, and you'll be winning one this season. So, look, the young man, going through all those things, but the Eagles stayed firm in believing in this kid was not guilty, and they have held an open roster spot. Even when signing guys, trying people out, they would make corresponding moves to have that spot still open. So showing the young man that they believed in him, that's how I'm looking at it. That's what I've been telling you guys for a long time now. And that looks to be the case here because in the next couple of days, he is supposed to return to the Philadelphia Eagles. So we will have another lineman in the mix. Now, I have him listed with the interior guys, but he's a versatile piece. He can play guard. He can play tackle. We love that about him. But you can see the bottom right corner, Josh Sills on the commissioner exemplis. So we talked about this when breaking down the entire roster, breaking down the offensive linemen. Look, he is that interior offensive lineman, that depth guy that will beat out any of those guys on the bottom. And look, that makes things more intriguing then when you look at the tackles. You can see who I have in green as locks. You can see, with the tackles, there's versatile guys like Jack Driscoll, Dennis Kelly, Brett Toth, Johnson. I mean, a lot of these guys can play guard as well, and that's something that's going to help you a long way. So Sills now getting added into the mix. So now 18 guys will be battling it out for 8, 9, 10, 11 positions. Only time will tell, but a lot of talent on the offensive line. And this kid, Jeff Stoutland loves him. We talked about him last year, undrafted kid who, again, brings that versatility to the table, guard and tackle. So therefore, you don't have to keep a guard and a tackle. You got one guy who could do both. If you have Sills, you have Driscoll, and whether it's Steen or Jurgen starting, that's some pretty good depth. That makes me feel a lot better about this offensive line depth. And I love the fact that we added Dennis Kelly. I talked about that, wanting a veteran presence there. So you get that. Now you get a young man who has a very bright future, versatile skill set. Let's effing go. So happy to see that. Happy to see him being able to get his life back on track. And it's just unfortunate that these kind of things happen, but it is what it is. So all about it. Still do damage. Yeah, man. It's always damage when people do stuff like that. So it's just loser energy, man. Even more comp at the red card spot. Well, he'll provide that, depth there. I don't think he'll be the starter just like Driscoll, but he will give competition. And that's what Driscoll and Sills are both going to do this offseason, both going to make this roster, I do believe. Now, this is going to make my projected 53-man roster a little intriguing here. So, as I told you then, I have no idea what's happening with him. But once it does, I'm sure everything will change. So now I've got to go back, rehash all that stuff. But I'm going to give you another projected 53 after this practice. And look, we talked about this. Open practice on Sunday. Then we practice. It's a closed practice on Tuesday. They have off Monday. Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is closed. Saturday preseason. So we're almost a week away, baby. Let's effing go. But that's all I've got for you right now. I wanted to make this real quick. Hope to talk to you guys later tonight for Fan Friday. Bring all your questions, whether it's about Sills, training camp, or any of the days throughout camp, this week, last week, does not matter. Whatever is on your mind for those of you members, get those questions in. I will be answering any that are in the mailbag. So hope to see you then. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have yourselves a great day, a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!